In Santiago, hundreds of Mapuche Indigenous individuals and their allies staged a demonstration to advocate for indigenous rights and autonomy. They carried out banners and posters, playing instruments and sang traditional songs. But the march soon turned confrontational as they clashed with police personnel deployed there, with police resorting to water cannons to disperse them. Take a look at this report for more.
Hundreds of Mapuche indigenous people and their supporters took to the streets of Santiago to celebrate a day of resistance. This year marks 532 years since Columbus's arrival in the America. The demonstration was aimed at promoting indigenous rights and autonomy, but turned confrontational as clashes erupted between protesters and police. Police deployed water cannons to disperse the crowd. Some demonstrators retaliated by throwing rocks and banging on police vehicles, while some waved banners demanding justice and recognition of their rights.
Esta movilización fue violentamente reprimida, movilización en la que estaban participando niños, niñas, mujeres, ancianos, ancianas, y hoy día no han podido culminar, no han podido llegar al punto que se tenía determinado, que es el Cerro Huelén, por el violento actuar represivo de carabineros.
Throughout the march, Mapuche men and women played traditional instruments, emphasizing their rich cultural heritage while demanding freedom for their political prisoners. Mapuche is the largest indigenous group in Chile and represents 10% of the population. This historical resistance against colonial forces remains a powerful symbol of their ongoing fight for rights.
Viewers, the stage is set for a crucial presidential battle as both parties ramp up their campaigns in key battleground states. With just weeks until the election, former President Bill Clinton and Vice President Kamala Harris are intensifying their efforts to rally support. Clinton spoke at a historic church in Albany, Georgia, while Harris held a spirited campaign rally in Greenville, North Carolina. Both leaders focused on themes of unity and transparency as they urged voters to engage in the electoral process. Take a look.
As the polls tighten ahead of the US presidential election, in Georgia, former President Bill Clinton addressed supporters at Mount Zion Baptist Church, a historic venue known for its significance in the civil rights movement. Clinton, in his speech, pitched for Kamala Harris.
So now we've got a choice between a remarkable woman who Hillary's known for 30 years and I've gotten to know well in the last few years, with a fascinating husband whom I like and who's been a good friend of my son-in-law, and Governor Walz, who makes me feel like my high school science teacher, and who's given his whole life to education.